What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all know what is going on. This is Talk That Talk Thursday with the One Nature Podcast 864. I got my guy Kelvin Brown in the building, and we're gonna dive into the podcast. And we got two more fellas that's gonna be coming on soon. That's Jabari. I'm sorry, Jay Analytical. That's what he want to be called. And I got Jason Green. But we're gonna talk with Kelvin right quick, man. Kelvin. Let the people know a little bit about what you do, man. Where you from? I'm gonna add these guys while you start talking.
Okay, yeah, man. My name's Kelvin Brown. I've been in Spartanburg for some time now. I'm originally from Miami. Um, since being in Spartanburg, I started my foundation called for our brothers and sisters. Most people know me as the wig man. You know, I have a store downtown
Right.
that I sell lace front wigs, and it's called Debonair Hair. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, that's basically it.
Gotcha. Well, I think I got you, bro, and I'm gonna come back to you. We got our other two guys in the building. We got Jay Analytical, and we got my boy Jason Green in the building. How you guys doing tonight, man?
What's up? What's up?
Yo,
What's
peace and
up?
blessings. What's up, y'all?
And Jason, I want to introduce you, man. This is my guy Kelvin Brown, real good friend of mine, cool dude, man, real talk. And Jay, I already introduced you to him. So tonight, fellas, like I said, we're gonna talk about fatherhood, health, marriage, anything that fellas talk about in the barbershop. We're gonna have a good time with this, man. So
Okay.
I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna throw fatherhood out there, which I know all of us on this panel is a part of. So when it comes to fatherhood, what's the one thing that gives you great joy about it the most? I start with I'll go with you, Jason, and then we'll go around.
Yeah, all day. But dang. Can you give me 2 seconds, bro? Can you give me
2
2
seconds.
seconds? Okay, all right. Life is precious, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like life is truly precious. The other day, one of my brother's mother got her wings, and
Oh,
I just wanted to say peace and blessings to my Holden family, to my brother Rome. You know Rome. Rome follow you
yeah,
religiously.
right.
He lost his mother the other day. So if y'all
Mm,
could just take 2 seconds to keep him uplifted, keep his family uplifted.
yes, sir.
That's my guy. I mean, he's a solid dude. So if y'all could just keep him in y'all thoughts and prayers as you go about your daily. But I will get to your question, but I wanted to
Yeah,
say that right
yeah,
quick. So
yeah, most
we
definitely,
love
man.
you, boy. Hold your head, man. I can't get over it, but we will get through it. So we love you.
Right.
Yeah, nah. Can you run the question to me one more time, man? I'm
What,
sorry, I apologize.
what's the one thing about fatherhood that brings you great joy? What's the one thing that just it brings nothing but pure joy and a smile on your face every time you think about it?
Um, I get a chance to teach. I get a chance to not only instill everything I wanted to know, but everything that I know into somebody else who's going to shape and mold the future. You know what I'm saying? Like I get an opportunity to do and be better every day where I messed up going through my daily. I always say it all the time, but uh I I was raised right, but I messed up on my own. So like that, I put that out there. But the foundation was correct. You know what I'm saying? So I get to instill a foundation to where I get to shape my side and my generation, my future. You know what I'm saying? So just a chance to catch a lesson in patience, but to also teach that too. Because if anybody has girls, yeah,
Oh yeah,
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 yeah, definitely.
that
yeah.
is your true lesson in patience. So you know what I mean. I've got 3 girls and I've got 5 granddaughters. You know what I mean. Well, 4 granddaughters, excuse me. So yeah, so I'm
Ooh,
I'm 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 over here looking like okay, all right, but yeah, no, I mean it's just, and then you get to be a part of a blessing too, like
right.
being a part of that blessing to see them grow into something great. Is a beautiful thing. So just being present and being able to witness greatness, I think that'll be probably one of my pride and joys because you get to see different versions of everything you want life to be through them. So
Right.
yeah, I'll just
Right.
say that.
Yeah, you good. You good. I feel you. How about you, Kelvin? How about you? What you got?
You know, me myself, man, and from where I came from, uh,
Mm.
throwing out there like I never had a role model as far as I never even met my father. So it gives me joy to be able to father my children, my girls, especially. Uh, like I said, I didn't have that growing up. You know, so it was kind of hard for me at first to because you know what, if you don't have that and growing up,
Right.
you don't know how to show it. And so it takes great pride in me. Now I had to learn on my own. I had to learn through God. I had, get that strength from God to guide
Right.
me and to become the man that I am, and to be a figure to my children, considering
Mm.
my situation where I came from. So
Right.
it gets me a great deal, knowing I had to go and get custody of my children. I
Mm.
stepped up as a father to get custody. So when I look at the smile on their face, because even though I knew, I didn't want to use that as a crutch.
Yeah.
Not having my father in my life, not having my mother in my life. I didn't want to use that as a crutch. So I know I had to be the best man that I could be, for my children. And I had to
Right.
learn on the go. I had to learn on the fly. But I
Mm.
knew my children would have been in a bad place had I not did what I needed to do. So I stepped up and did that. So when I see my kids smile, when I get up and take them to school every morning, I now have a girl that's in one of my daughters in college.
Okay.
So that gives me great, pride in myself that, when I
Mhm.
see that smile on their face to where they could have been to where they are now. So, every day is a blessing for me, man.
I got you, bro. I like that. I like that. Hey, Jay, talk to me. Come on.
Hey, kind of piggybacking off what Kelvin said, man. It's kind of the same thing for me. Growing up, I didn't have a father. I met my dad late in life. Actually, I literally met him like 4 years ago. So, we got a good relationship now. So I went, my entire childhood into adulthood, just really just figuring out life, man. So,
Mhm.
like he was saying, so once I had my first kid, I really didn't have no guidance, man. I was just out here, just fly by night, just, going off I had uncles and stuff like that. I had good role models around me,
I
but
got you.
just, not a father in the home, man. So overall wise, I think the process itself is the biggest thing for me. That's my biggest enjoyment. It's just watching the process, man. Just watching them grow, um,
Mhm.
learning at the same time. So they looking for me from guidance, but they don't even realize at the same time they teaching me also because
Right.
it's
Right.
as we go on through the years, man. So I'm just enjoying every moment of it, man. Every nick and cranny, the ups, the downs, everything, all the entire process would be my answer to what my enjoyment out of the whole shebang.
You're right. You're right, Jay. I know you. You know what I'm saying. Your uncle, my favorite uncle.
Oh yes, sir.
Sweet. Man. And I guess when it comes to that, man, I can say that, man. I understand what you say about your father, but I know Sweet was a
Oh yeah,
big role model. You know what I'm saying? And
started college and stuff, man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
right,
That's,
right. And I guess I could say with me, man, the biggest joy I get, like, kind of piggyback off all y'all. Definitely going with Kevin say, the smile on their face. You know what I'm saying? Now, I had my father around, but we wasn't the best of. Let's say we wasn't our relationship wasn't the best. Every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But I always said that I wanted to. I always wanted to be better than him, but also I wanted to put myself as to them, like the best father I can be. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to give them day in and day out. You're right, man. It ain't nothing like seeing your child smile when they see you, or when you come home, they rushing to talk to you or rushing to get on you. I'm like, man, this is one of the best feelings in the world. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But fatherhood, man, has definitely been something that I definitely enjoy. I know you guys enjoy it too. But let me stop out there. Since we talk about fatherhood, let's talk about the kids. Let's talk about the boy and girl ratio on here. So, Kelvin, you
Yeah.
got what's the ratio? All girls, boys and girls, or what?
Well, I got 4 girls and 1 boy.
One boy. Okay, Jay, let's go to you.
Hey, 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
2 girls,
Okay.
2 boys. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jason.
I don't got a dog in the fight. I don't got a dog in the fight. Golly. Nah, man. I got 3 girls. Like I said, I got 3 girls. I got 4 granddaughters, but I got grandsons. So it's me and my 2 guys. Shout out Ethan. Shout out Eli. I got 2 guys. So them is my 2 guys. It's me and them against the world. But the kids, I don't have a dog in the fight, man.
Well, I got I'm 2-1. And luckily I got my son. I wanted my son.
Let's come back when this part of the doggone podcast is over.
But listen,
hold on. God, no, I don't got a dog in the fight.
No, but listen, I wanted 3 boys, but it didn't work like that. So when I got my first one, I said, "Oh yeah, I got him now." Second one was a little girl. I said, "Okay." When I got that third little girl, that third child, she was a girl. I said, "No, I can't do this no more."
Yeah.
See, if I had it to pick and all of that stuff, as long as they're healthy is the wave. As long as they're healthy, I don't care. But I'd have had 12 boys and then 1 daughter, and she would have been last. that way I could be like, no matter what, man, when Pop not here, I got 12 boys that's gonna be like, hey, you all right now, watch your mouth. Jerome speaking, watch your mouth. So yeah, but it didn't work out like that. But nonetheless, we grateful for what we have. At the same time, commend y'all for having y'all boys. I can't stand y'all, but I love y'all at the same time. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
All right, now since we're talking about fatherhood, we can't forget. Let's just dive right into it. Marriage, fellas, we can't forget about the women of the relationship, the women who been there for us. So we gotta compliment them. So when it comes to marriage, this is what I want to know. Jabari, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay.
What was the biggest challenge of your marriage? Did I say that right? Do I need to go that deep, or can I go that deep?
Me in the beginning, we were a combined family. So she already had a son, and I had my 3 kids. So when I say 4, that's a totality or whatever, And so just learning each other, like moving in, learning the little things here and there over the year, even though, of course, before that, we kind of learned each other over the years, but moving in, becoming a family, everybody integrating, everybody got their own personalities. And me being such a strong-minded person, I've always wanted to control everything. So I had to learn how to be cohesive and realize that I can't control everything. I gotta give her, I gotta delegate, not saying I tell her what to do, anything like that, but I let go of some of the responsibilities, man, and let her be a woman, because there's just certain things she's just, as a lady, does better than me. And I just had to, I had to face the facts and realize, hey, Jay, you ain't perfect. And I wasn't perfect, but yeah, that's the biggest thing, man. Just letting go and learning how to just listen better, man. Overall, I would say that.
Okay, Kelvin, talk to me.
Oh, see, I'm going to have to pick it right back off of Jay again, because when I got married, it was like a blended family as well. She already had a son and daughter, so it was like, had to get used to, like Jay said, I'm the man of the house, so I got to get used to sending direction to her daughter, her son, trying to decipher how I say things to them. Because see, my son, daughter, I'm gonna say what I want to say, but I had to figure out a better way of communication to them, and because blended families are well, I'm not sure that but blended families are hard. That is really, really hard, because like you said, you got a lot of different personalities, and then you have to deal with that's my mama, you're not my daddy, versus type stuff. So I had to try to find a way to make that work without me and my wife, going here, getting into it or fussing and fighting over our children. So we did bump heads a couple times, because you got to think, these are your children, you know. And when you first coming in, and that's how you looking at it. You
Yeah.
know, your children is your children. You know,
Right.
so I had to learn that, and she had to learn that, and we had to learn our children. I had to learn her children. You know, so that was kind of like the biggest thing for me as far as when I was married. I'm
Okay.
still married. You know.
Gotcha. Jason, what's up?
When things are for you, it's kind of hard to take them away. My wife is a cliche, I know, but everything that I'm not. You know what I mean? So to find your person is a beautiful thing. I'm blessed to see that all of y'all have found your person. I found my person. I was lucky enough to have that. I'm the person that has to plan for everything. She's a free spirit. She knows everything. I forget my name if you don't tell it to me twice a day. You know what I mean? Everything that I'm not like the balance that I have with my wife is a beautiful thing. So the fact that she's always right. I know I've said this before. The fact that she's always right about stuff. She's a little bit older than me. We're not going to discuss that, but she's a little bit older than me, so she kind of had a good grasp on what was going on before I did. So she schooled me to a lot of stuff. But truth be told, my wife was bigger than me in the sense that in order to become the man that she needed, I had to grow, and she covered me while I grew to be the man that she needed in her life. So to have that is a beautiful thing. We still fighting this thing tooth and nail every day, trying to make something out of nothing. And the love is never lost. We still get up every day with a plan to do and be better. And it's been a beautiful thing for all these years. I'm a little bit older than y'all, but we've been at this for a while. But it is a beautiful thing to witness. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of. And my wife is just the truth, like she always has been, and I have no reason to believe she never will not be the truth. So it's a beautiful thing to be a part of. So yeah, shouts out to the wives, man. They seem to be holding it down on all fronts over here.
Yeah,
right.
man. Shouts out to him, man. I think my biggest challenge, it's gonna sound weird, man, because I've been knowing my wife since I was in the third grade. You know what I mean? Knew her in and out, knew her personality, but didn't start dating until we got out of high school. Knew how she was in and out. She knew how I was in and out. And I think the biggest challenge was just, I guess, if I had to call it a challenge, was the move in part, because it felt so real, because I'm actually moving in with this young lady that I actually know better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things, like I couldn't believe it. And then once we finally connected, and we jumped that broom, everything was good. Now, of course, you're gonna go through things in your marriage. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how it is. But we've overcome a lot. But like you said, Jason, she's right about everything. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that mess. Oh, I hate that mess.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She's sitting over here, and I'm gonna let her know I can't stand it. You know, I can't stand it. And then, let me tell y'all this. When this how bad it is. You know what you're doing is wrong, and you know what she said is right, but you still do it. You still
But hold up, because on the flip side, like out of every 100 things, one of them things, like you might get to, it might be 99, but that 100th thing you write about, I get nervous. Like I know I posted this on Facebook, like I get on Facebook Live just to make sure I'm still alive. Like, hey y'all, I just won an argument. Like what I'm supposed to do now? Like what do I run? Am I like, I won though? Like I was there. I know I was right, and I was. Yeah, that mess scary. But
yeah, I'm gonna tell you, man, that 1%. When I get that 1% right, I go all in on that.
At least a week. At least a week. Remember when I was right though, right? I was right though that one time. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Now, how long? Let's start with you, Jay. How long you been married, bro?
5 years.
All right, Kelvin, what about you?
14th of this month.
Okay.
June marked 10 years for me.
10 years.
I can't not believe it. 10 years. I can't believe it, bro. If you had told me that 10 years ago, I'm like, oh, no way.
Major.
Hey, I think, Jason.
Legally 7.
Ooh. Ooh, 7.
Really,
Okay.
legally
Okay.
7. But if forever is a number,
That's
then
a
I'm
number.
gonna go with that. So, but legally 7. Yeah, legally 7. But we've been together since Stone Age. so,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Well, me, what I'm on? Year 11? Year
Year 11.
11. Oh man.
Of course, big numbers.
Woo.
Man.
I never thought though, bro. I never thought I'd be I ain't never thought.
Time flies, baby.
But
Yeah.
first though, did y'all ever think y'all would get married though? Ooh.
Who's gonna go with that? It got real quiet on the panel. I guess I'll rock. Okay. I'm gonna play a full lot. No, I'm just playing. But no. Real talk. I couldn't see myself with nobody else. I honestly couldn't. Like, I mean, of course, everybody has. Well, everybody not has, but everybody was shown options. I'm sure everybody was shown options. But when God has something for you, can't nobody get in the way of that. And I'm not even going to say I'm content. I'm blessed to have who I have, and I never saw myself with anybody else since I have her. So yeah, I definitely saw myself being married to her because there wasn't anybody else, and the life that we've built has been more than I ever thought I could see from myself being without her. So I mean, if that makes any sense, but yeah, definitely.
Let me ask you.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Ask it.
When you first met your lady, did you guys know? Is it like the old saying go, like love at first sight? Did you know, or how long did it take you guys to know?
So we have a thing.
I think I knew right away.
We have a thing where my wife and I we are both poets. So it was love at first right. Like I have a poem where it says that I remember the day a poem saved my life, and that was because it caught the ear of her. Yeah. And so love at first right. She saw me, I saw her, and it was like, damn, this is us. Like this is us. So yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Mine was similar. I think it was love at first conversation. Now it's there also, but I've learned for years you just can't go off visionary stuff. You know, you gotta.
Yes, you can, dog. She fine. But anyways,
like, okay, wait a minute now. The universe might be trying to tell me something, and I just, I rode with it. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, Kelvin, I'm gonna let you go. I got something to say about what Jason said.
I was dreading this one right here though, but this ain't my first rodeo. It's not my first rodeo.
Okay.
My second marriage. Like I said, growing up, man, it made everything kind of harder for me, and I didn't trust women like that right there. I was just like, doing my thing. Hey, do my thing, move that woman. So my first marriage, I was married to her for 4 years, but now I found my queen. I found who God set out for me. I found my person that has that other rib. So I am very content. I mean, I love my wife to death, and it was. I can't say it was a love at first sight, man. It was like she brought that rib to me. I already thought I knew everything, but she brought some stuff to me that I knew that I was missing, and that's why we've been together so long and gonna be together forever. So
I got you. Let me see which way I want to go with this.
All right,
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I don't sugarcoat nothing from my wife. Like I tell you, she's sitting over here looking at me right now. But I'm gonna say this.
You better answer right.
Oh no! Look, she might chime in on this. This is no lie, real talk. I think I had a spell put on me. Listen what I'm saying. Now, and look, she laughing. I'm gonna tell you what. So we're going through our attic one day, right? Now, this is the house that she grew up in. We just remodeled it, done a few things to it. So we're going through it, and I find this journal, and she just reading through it, and she's smiling, and she's going. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? She was like, oh, nothing. Something just came true. Y'all heard of manifestation, right?
Right.
She buried your drawers in the front yard.
Bro, I think so. Because this young lady was writing things down about me being her husband. Look at this shit here. Look at it.
I manifested. I saw, I claimed, I got.
Right. We're talking about the 4th and 5th grade, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea about this at all. And then, to go back and look at something like that she wrote, I'm thinking in my head, I love you to death. I mean, you're the best thing ever happened to me. But I think you had some serious manifestation going on with me. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I love her, but I really think she put a root on me, Jason.
What's the name of the show? What is it? With the tea and the spoon around the rim?
Yeah, the black guy sitting there, they're doing that around the rim.
Get Out? Is that what it is? I think it was Get Out. Well, Well, she's in there. You gonna love me, ninja?
Yeah. Sinking to the sinking place or something. That's me, man. Hey, but look, man, fellas, that's cool with marriage. We had to talk about that, but it's something we don't talk about as black men and as men. Period. Let's talk about health. Jay, I'm gonna let you run off with this one, all because I've watched you definitely move in a different direction with your health and the way the way you take care of your body. But that's something us as black men we need to talk about more because definitely about prostate, things of that nature. We're growing. We're not getting younger. We're getting older. So it's different ways you gotta take care of your body. So Jay, give me this.
Yeah.
What's your? I think I know a little bit about your routine because I see you sweating like a dog on that Stairmaster.
I know how to get down, man. Hey, I don't know if y'all saw the post I put up the other day. I was like, I know everybody probably thinking I'm listening to something up tempo because I'm going so hard in the paint.
Right.
But I assure you, I'm listening in mint condition. David, Dave Hollister, all the R&B joints, man.
I lost 15 pounds to 12 pretty brown eyes. Yeah,
man.
But bro, when did you decide to take it serious though?
Listen, health is wealth, and I'm gonna tell you, man. Probably about 2 years ago, my wife was on me about going to the doctor. Like all men, we putting stuff off. We did. And it's almost like ever since I got married, every year I was putting on 20 pounds. 20 pounds here, 15 pounds. I ballooned up to, and I normally don't even say, I don't like to say it because I thought I was slim until I did my reverse. But man, I ballooned up to like 250 pounds, man. So I'm walking around here thinking I'm still sexy, thinking I'm a sex symbol, man. The whole time. Oh, man. In a bad way. Not so hey, I'm just keeping it 100, man. So I went to the doctor, man, and I went in there for one thing. I'm gonna leave that alone. What I went in there for, and that didn't work out. When I got in there, man, doctor started checking my levels and stuff. He's like, okay, before we get on to that, let's go ahead and get this blood pressure down because it's sky high. So put me on some medicine, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He put me on about 3 or 4 medicines, man, because I was jacked up. So I was like, now, as I know T, I've been doing martial arts my whole life. So I used to walk around at like 170, 175, 160 something about as low as I went. And that's when I was running like 8 miles at night. I was on third shift, so I get to run 8 miles. I got to the point where 8 miles was my warm up. And then I would go box like 12 rounds on the bag. And then I would do like a bunch of like 200 sit-ups. I was out of control with the working out stuff. So that started getting injured, man. Doctor told me I had to slow down. I cracked a rib one day at MMA practice, messing around with this dude that was a little bit bigger than me. So that slowed me down a little bit. Pulled a couple things, sciatic nerve. I was having all types of issues. And like I said, I got married, which was a good thing. But when you get married, you start eating more. So now we eating, that first couple of years, the happy years, and you just packing up. So next thing I know, I'm going up the scale. My wife going up the scale. I'm going up the scale higher. She's going up a little bit. So she didn't go up as high as me, but I shot up there. So when I went to the doctor, like I said, he put me on a bunch of medicine. I hate taking medicine, man. So I was like, I had to give myself a pep talk. I'm like, man, you the same dude that used to get up and run 8 miles at night. you can get back to that, man. It's mind over matter. So started going to the gym. Now, what really helped me out is the fact that, and you know this, Thomas.
Yeah.
T, I always call him T. I know Thomas. But I went to the gym, found out they had a daycare, and that changed the game. Because when I started taking, because usually we couldn't get the kids situated. You had to do too much ripping and running. So I started taking my daughter to the gym with me. She fell in love with the little play area. So it got to the point where the days that I didn't want to go, I still had to go because my daughter, my friends waiting on me. Oh, we going to the gym today. Pack your stuff up, Daddy. Let's roll. So she was giving me motivation. And then at the same time, my wife got on board and she started going to the gym also. So we all hitting the gym, my daughter playing, I'm hitting the gym. So it was hard at first, man, but I stayed focused. I saw 10 pounds drop off. I saw 15 pounds drop off. Got to 20 pounds, 30 pounds.
Wow, that's good.
Went to the doctor, thought I was doing something. I told him, I said, man, I ain't taking that medicine no more. They checked my stuff. It was still high as a kite. So they was like, yeah, you might need to get back on that. I said, nah, mind over matter. I ain't getting no nothing. So kept banging it out. Finally lost in total, I lost about 80 pounds in about a course of a year and some change. Went to the doctor, no lie. Went to the doctor last week. The doctor, and I hadn't been in a while. So the doctor asked me, they was like, okay, did you start back taking your medicine like we told you a couple months ago? I said, nope. I said, oh. They said, man, we done told you before. But the lady said, she said, I'm not going to fuss at you until I check your levels. She checked my levels. Everything was perfect. She had
good job, bro.
She was like, I got to apologize to you. She was like, a lot of people, she said, I tell them to use medicine because I know a lot of people aren't going to have the discipline to do what you did. But since you got good discipline, she was like, all it takes is changing your habits, and working out, your eating habits and stuff. So, hey, like I said, you done saw me over the year, man. I know you been there just as hard as me, T. So you know what I'm talking about, man. But it's a change. You have to change your lifestyle, really. You gotta. It's like I say, what is it, like 28 days to create a habit? So just create a good habit of eating right, either going to the gym or both if you can. And just stay steady, man. You just got to stay steady with it. And eventually you'll see the weight slowly drop off. And then eventually it just becomes routine, man.
Yeah. You're right, man. It's consistency. That's what it's all about, man. To piggyback off you, man, I had got up to 280. Oh, Lord. Just big, and I'm like, yo, I can't do this, man. And to be honest, the lowest I ever been, man, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. You can lose weight. It don't look right too, Hey,
I dabbled in that for a little minute too. I pulled something in my back and couldn't lift, so I went down to like 160 something, man. And I think I was looking kind of crackheadish, and I was like, nah. So I bulked back up to about 175. So I walk around like 175 now, man. So I couldn't do that 160 something, man.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you when I knew I had lost too much weight. I got down to 196. I ain't been 196, I bet, not even in high school. When I could fit a pair of skinny jeans the regular way, bro, I said, oh no.
You gotta go up.
Bro, I was in a medium shirt. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, man, this ain't for me. But man, to piggyback off you, you're right. Health is wealth. I'm in the gym, man, but I could be going more. But I'm starting to get back to that. I'm taking that step. And you're right. It's all mental up in here. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, Jason and Kelvin, have you guys ever ran into any like health issues you want to talk about where you was like, hey, you know what? I got to get this weight off me, or I got to get in the gym, or I gotta take things more serious. Can y'all elaborate on that a little bit? Kelvin, I'll go with you.
I'm telling you, man, my wife keeps me going to the doctor, man. I try to go like every 6 months. So at one point in time, I used to drink beer a lot. We all know that malt get on you, it'll stick on you. Yeah. So I was up like 240, 250, So I went to the doctor one day and he was like, your high blood pressure is elevated, it's high. So I'm like, well, me, I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry. I said probably them steps I done came up and my anxiety coming in here. I'm trying to think of everything I can to tell him, to cover it up. But my blood pressure was kind of high, and the text results came back, and I had cholesterol. So I didn't want to accept that. But at that time, it was what it was. So I know that I didn't need to make a life change. So, man, I talked to my wife about it. So I started like eating. It's my diet. I started changing my diet, man. One point in time, I wouldn't eat nothing but zucchini and squash. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find things, to get that weight off. For one, we would go walking and stuff, because they put me on medicine. They put me on some, I can't remember the name of it, but for my blood pressure and for the cholesterol.
Yeah.
So I've been on that. I stayed on that for about like a year or something. And we went back to the doctor because of that. My chart. I went and looked at my chart because I'm eager. I want to do everything I can to I'm trying to prove these doctors wrong. You know what I mean? Right. I'm doing everything I can to right as far as eating and that kind of stuff. Because when she told me that cholesterol, I said, "What?" So that was a lot. So I could have cut out pork, beef. I could have all. The only thing I was eating was fish and chicken, turkey. And then when I'm eating fish or frying fish, I'm frying it in olive oil. That's the good oil.
Yeah.
So I got away from all that vegetable oil, all that stuff. Just cold turkey, got rid of it. Because I feel like my health, man. My health is very important. Your health is important. Having a worried about having a risk of having a stroke or a heart attack, man. That alone motivated me. So now I'm down to like 201. But my biggest thing, and what I have trouble with, man, I want to work out so bad. I want to go to that gym. I used to do that, but I just can't. I can't get up. I've been had a membership, man, for almost 2 years at Planet Fitness, and I ain't dead. And they still deduct the money out my account for it. That's my biggest thing. And I feel like if I implement that into what I'm doing now, because I feel good now. Cholesterol is down, the pills, so my blood pressure is normalizing. I take a lot of supplements and all that kind of stuff. So I just need to implement that, going to that gym, man. That's my biggest thing. Like taking that first step, because, it's hard. It's
is
really.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Well, Jason, I've seen you. If I'm not mistaken, Jason, are you vegan? Yeah, Jason went vegan. Now, Jason, before you dive into why you went vegan, I want you to tell them about this vegan spot you go to, because I ain't went to it. I ain't went to it yet, y'all. He'll show me pictures. And I mean, all the vegan food look like our food. You know what I'm saying? But Jason, do it really taste like that?
So, from a taste bud aspect, all I can say is you will be fooled.
Oh, okay.
Everybody gets the itis after they eat the beef, the fish, the chicken, and all of that stuff. While it's not spelled the same, it isn't the same, but the taste will have you fooled. But after you eat it, you'll be like, "Well, I still got energy. Why am I still and why am I feel like I can go do something. I feel like I don't need to lay down and take a nap, or the TV need to watch me." So it's real. It's very real. You want me to dive in or before I even get going, shout out to the Herbal Pharmacy. You can follow them on Facebook. I'm probably a spokesperson for them. My wife says that I am. I'm not, but at the same time, their food is phenomenal. Their food will have you fooled, but your body will thank you for it. Trust and believe that, because and I guess I'll go right into it.
Right.
I was about a cheeseburger away from 385 pounds.
Okay.
That was my heaviest. I was about like a cheeseburger, and I'd have been right at 390, I'm sure. Big cheeseburger, but whatever. January 31st, I decided to make a lifestyle change, and it has been for the better of not only my health, but for my way of life. As of last week, I hit the scale and I was 235. I'm not the tallest brother in the world. I'll give you that. But I mean, I'm not the shortest either. Mind your business. But me being 235 now is a far cry from me being almost 400 pounds.
Oh yeah.
So like it has been a beautiful thing. Once you get the information, you're responsible for what you do with it. And I thank God for brothers, man, because I got brothers who are also along this journey. They put me on to stuff that I knew nothing about, but once I got the information, I implemented it, which I feel like is extremely important. From the fasting to the intermittent fasting to learning about Irish sea moss to learning about black seed oil to learning about spirulina to learning about vitamin C, vitamin D, K3, all of that stuff. Like those are musts for any, I say man, but any black man in this life right now. Those are a must have in your, the zincs, all of that stuff. Those are a must have in your vitamins, multivitamins, one a days, whatever it is, because your body misses so much stuff that you don't know about. I had a real bad bout with type 2 diabetes. Your blood sugar is supposed to be between like, what is it, like 80 and 120 or something like that. Mine was almost 640. So I'm at the hospital. The doctor's looking at me like, how can you see? I'm like, bro, I can't. He's like, I can't believe I'm talking to you right now because you're supposed to be blind. You're not even supposed to be here with us. It scared me to the point where I knew I had to do something, not even only for myself, but for my family, for one. And over the course of that time, I started dropping the weight really fast. I can't give myself needles, and I was having to give myself needles. I hate needles. Yes, I have tattoos and all of that stuff, but I absolutely hate needles. So I had to give myself insulin shots. But once I got the information, like I said, I was responsible for how I used it. And I started implementing all the stuff I just said. Y'all rewind the video, like, share, subscribe to the One Nation 864 podcast, read it again. But once I started implementing all that into my diet and all of that, I was shocked at how the weight flew off. I went vegan January 31st of this year, and I've dropped a tremendous amount of pounds, but I haven't started working out yet. I had to get my eating right because I know after I work out, I'm like, man, I'm about to take a bite out this car. I'm hungry as a hostage. Like I can't function without them. So I'm trying to get my eating down to the point where I know once I work out, I don't want to go eat everything that I just worked off. But with that said, those supplements, the things that your body is missing, there's nothing wrong with going to the hospital. Take it from a guy who used to be like, man, give me a bucket and move out the way. Let me finish doing what I'm doing. If I got sick, man, I'll be all right. Let me go. Nah, man, you got to go get that checked out now. Go get that checked out now. There's nothing wrong with knowing. So as long as you know, then you can become responsible for how you challenge and change yourself for the better. So I say do that. But the supplements, the shout out to all the wives that can cook too, because my wife cook her ass off, and that's probably a lot of my problem. So yeah, but she jumped on board. She made sure to understand me when I was saying what I'm saying. Like, baby, you sure you don't want to eat today? I'm like, no, I'm actually on this fast right now. And extended fast, intermittent fasting, all that stuff, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Your body will survive. I promise you, you have enough stored. Well, I did have enough stored to where I will be okay. So I'm slowly getting rid of that. My goal weight is 190. So all you three skinny brothers right here, right now, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. But I'm working my way down to y'all. But at the same time, I'm doing it in a way where it's healthy for me. I mean, I still have habits. Where I vape. I stopped smoking cigarettes. I haven't smoked cigarettes in probably like maybe 4 or 5 years. So I stopped that. That's pretty cool. Maybe vaping isn't any better, but it's an oral fixation at this point in time. No pause. But at any rate, I'm getting rid of that myself. So that way I'm not doing nothing. So but the eating aspect of it and what you put into your body will tell you about your body really quick, fast, and in a hurry. So yes, I went vegan. I don't do meat. I don't do dairy. I don't do none of that. So basically a lot of my fruit fasts, and then a lot of my actual fasting will be just water. Sometimes I'll do 3 days at a time. Someday I'll do a 14-day fruit fast, where it's just nothing but fruits that I'm putting into my body, but my body is thanking me for it because I cleared up the holes in my eyes. My sugar is 100% under control. I have more energy now. I'm able to do the things I wasn't able to do. A brown man could tie his shoes without looking like he ran a marathon, like all of that. So, I mean, it is absolutely a beautiful thing. It is absolutely a beautiful thing. But make sure y'all invite those supplements in and do the research. We're in the information age. If you don't know something about your body, look it up, man, or go to the doctor. The doctor gives the diagnosis, God gives the outcome, but at the same time, make sure you take advantage of those diagnoses and move as such. And there's nothing wrong with a second opinion. I'm one of those brothers who knows everything, which I found out quickly I didn't. So therefore, once I got the information I didn't know, I started using it, and it worked to the betterment of me. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we tipping the scales. As soon as I get to my goal weight, I promise you right now, I'm not gonna have no friends, because I'm gonna be walking around and so what do he say? Spandex, all spandex. But nonetheless, that's just what it is. But I'm working at it. But yeah, I'm on my journey. I advise y'all to get on your journey right away too. So yeah.
Well, Kelvin, we gonna try to get you to make that first step in that gym, bro. I can't have you paying for a membership, man. It ain't been, bro.
I feel like
I'm with you, bro. Me too.
God, I feel like I'm missing, man. Just I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I even went up there. Matter of fact, I think about like 6 months ago.
What?
And in the parking lot. And what I did. Pull right on off, man. Pull right on off.
You just had to look at that thing,
man.
Hey,
man, the guy's name at McDonald's was Jim. Is that close enough? What is that? Is that how we're doing?
Hey, but let me ask you this: how long did you sit in that parking lot, though?
Man, okay, so I was sitting in the parking lot. I was smoking a Black and Mild.
Okay.
Mild wine. So I'm sitting there. So I'm like, well, I'm going there when I finish smoking the Black and Mild wine. When I get to the end of that Black and Mild wine, put it out. Man, I ain't even feel like going in there. I go tomorrow. That's the first thing we say. I say I go to the bar, man. I just go tomorrow. Tomorrow we get here. I don't even think about the gym, man. I don't think about it until I see my bank statement, Planet Fitness. I'm like, wow. So I got to do something about that, man. I really got to do something about that, man. Like I said, we're getting up in age, man. I'm changing my eating habits. So I want to like try to go vegan, but some of the food that I've been tasting, man, I can't agree with it. But and you know why? Because I've been eating bad food all my life. Yeah. So when something else is good for me, the taste is not going to be there. I'm trying to get there.
Everybody says that. I mean, you could pay for it at the hospital, or you can pay for it in the grocery store. It's so expensive to eat healthy. Imagine how much them hospital bills going to be when you in there jacked up. So I'm saying you take a pick where you want to pay for it at. I mean, it's up to you. It's truly up to you. But let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness might just be the devil, because I went in there one day. Same thing. It's funny that you say that, because they'd be doing the same thing to my account. but I went in there one day, and I'm a jokester. I like to joke a lot. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, I wonder how messed up it would be if I went to Dunkin' Donuts and just walked into Planet Fitness with a box of Dunkin' Donuts and just walked like, man, you did good. You ran that mile like a mug. Here you go. Here go a donut. Don't you know I walked in there? What was sitting on the table, y'all? They had Dunkin' Donuts on this table, and then they had Little Caesars on this table. I got in my car and drove off. I was like, damn. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to find me another gym. We're gonna have to go somewhere else, because I'll be over there like this. Like, man, I'm adding the calories, but I'm gonna take these ones right here and put them back. Because that's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Bro, they done went from Papa John's to Little Caesars now. Because it was Papa John's when I was there.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to somebody?
I don't know, man. That don't make sense.
So is there stuff in there for you?
They had it right there at the table. As soon as you walk in, I'm like, I'm about to go get in this massage chair and knock off this whole pizza right damn now. Now let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. I can't do it. Nope. So yeah, I feel you. They've been taking my money too, but I'm gonna get back in there, and when I do, it's gonna be home.
Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We done made a connection right here. Jay, you hear this, right?
Yeah, I'm listening.
When they ready, we going in. We all gonna go to the gym whenever they ready. We're gonna see if we can get Kelvin to come on out.
Hey, that might make it better for me. No, I'm going with somebody. Hold
on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop the press. Timeout flag on the play. I ain't trying to get no Nike commercial off of working out with y'all two fools. I be
Oh,
seeing the Facebook
yeah.
posts and all that stuff. Absolutely not. Y'all
Yeah.
make me cramp up, and I be sitting there watching y'all. I'm not doing none of that. Are you serious, y'all? Absolutely. You said Stairmaster. I'm the stair stepchild. Like I don't want no parts of that. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Leave me in the back. No, sir. No, sir. No.
Well, man, look, man, we'll take it a little bit at a time, bro. We got it.
All right. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna walk in there. Then I'm gonna walk back out. That's day one.
I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do on the day. I'm going to the vegan spot with you, and then we'll go to the gym.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a bit. That's a bit.
I'm with that.
Okay. Huh?
Where's the vegan spot?
Well, this is downtown Greenville. No, not downtown Greenville. This is right off of downtown Greenville. But the Herbal HERBAL Pharmacy, FARMERCY, the Herbal Pharmacy.
Okay.
So yeah, make sure y'all look them up on Facebook. And then once you get through looking at the pictures, you can be like, that boy wasn't lying. Would you trust a skinny chef? I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Like that. You need to check it out. Like and you will be fooled. Like I promise you will be fooled. I was fooled. I'm like, man, this ain't good for you. Even down to the cheese that ain't really cheese. Like everything is good for you. Everything is good for you. And being somebody who dealt with sugar bad, I know what sugar does to my body. Like my hands will cramp up and all that stuff. I had one of their Arnold Palmers, which is basically lemonade and tea mixed together or whatever. Yes. Heavy on the sugar. Wasn't none of that in there. Even the sugar is vegan. So yeah, shout out to them for helping a brother get right.
Yeah.
Herbal Pharmacy.
Yes. Yes.
Well, fellas, we touched on a lot of different topics tonight, but I want to get the last one. I want to pick y'all brain. I just want to know, what would y'all do in this situation? Okay. No, you wouldn't. Not what I'm about to say.
My bad.
You walk into, I'm gonna say y'all house. You walk into your home. You get off work, whatever. You walk into the home, right? In the living room is 3 duffel bags. And each duffel bag is nothing but hundreds. Equal to $550 million. Now,
we going to
what's your first move when you see it? Anybody can go. Oh, this good. Look at that.
My first move, what do you mean? Like you want to grab the bag, looking in it?
Yeah, I want to know. I'm not talking to Jay Analytical. I'm talking to Jabari. What's your first move?
Well, I'm gonna go through them and make sure there ain't no ink dyes in there. Somebody to rob, they exploded on my money and stuff. I gotta get the ink dyes. Somebody probably dropped it off at my house on accident. So, I'll make sure ain't no trackers in there and nothing like that.
Okay.
That's the first move for me. No ink dyes, no trackers and all that.
That's your first move. Keep that. Hold that 1 second.
Okay.
Kelvin, what's your first move?
My first move gonna be, I'm gonna go grab my pistol and I'm gonna walk all around my house. I'm gonna check my house. So I'm gonna check my surrounding areas first. Then I'm gonna come back and follow up with Jay and check the back.
Yeah.
Okay, you hold that right there. Jason, give me yours.
So 10 times out of 10, when you see Jay out, never mind. I don't even want to put myself out there like that. But wow. Like I did say, look at God, and I stand on that. Like I truly stand on that. But Martin Lawrence, he has a little catchphrase, one of his many catchphrases, where for that first initial split second, whoa. Like yeah. So I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna stay right there until I hear the next part of it. But yeah, I'm looking around like, okay.
Mine is I'm checking the cameras at the house. That's my first move because I want to know how it got there. You see what I'm saying? I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm gonna do what Kelvin did. Then I'm gonna do what Jason did, and then I'm doing Jay did. Now,
right. I ain't talking about the cameras because you're right. I want to know how I got here.
Yeah, right.
Now,
what?
Second move. Now that everything is all good, What you spending it on? What's the first thing you buying? The very first thing.
Oh, I ain't even. I'll put mine in the like a high yield interest account and just letting that accrue before I do anything. Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Okay. What's up, Kelvin?
I'm gonna split it up a little bit. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and put me some in the account. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my church, and I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my house. Everything come back clear, then I'm gone.
Oh, I like that. Jason, what about you?
So, sappy response. Sappy response. But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my wife. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna shout a little bit. We're gonna dance a little bit. We're gonna chill a little bit. But then, bruh, I'm gonna grab. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab me probably about 60 acres.
Okay.
And then the rest of that is going to go away for a later date. But I'm grabbing me about 60 acres, just off grid, 60 acres. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the in-person talking because I'm not doing anything over the phone.
Right.
I'm not doing anything over the phone. I'm going to call my kids. I'm going to call my mama. I'm going to call everybody that's in my circle, in my bubble. Be like, look, this is your opportunity to meet up. I don't care how you get here. Get here. I'm not coming to y'all. Y'all know me. So if you're not here, this may be the last time you see your daddy, son, uncle. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna have a big meeting. I'm not gonna tell y'all the extent of what happened, but we going off grid for a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I can learn something from all three of you brothers. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. After all that is clear, I'm going to get my wife. I'm going to get my kids. I'm going to tell them to get the one most precious memorabilia we have. I'm leaving a sticky note on the door, and you'll never hear from me again.
I mean, exactly. What happened? He turned into Star Trek. Yeah, he sure did. He gone. Yeah, that's it.
Hey man, I wanted to end this with a night with y'all's, see where y'all head was at when it came to stuff like that, man. I like to have a little fun, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, I done had a good time on here tonight with y'all, man. But before we even go,
it's gonna be popping that Magic City too. No, I mean, in the church. That service gonna be lit. Oh Lord.
Hey,
Magic City is a magician, a place where they do magic at, not when
yeah.
It's a show.
You ever seen 230 pounds disappear in 0.2 seconds? Okay, all right.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you what I was gonna say after. I don't know how I'm gonna say that. I was gonna say, can y'all lead the people with some some positive advice or a word of wisdom before y'all go after we talked about Magic City? God damn.
Hey, we didn't get into details about Magic City. We just brought it up.
It was a joke. It was just jokes. Baby, I'm sorry. I know she in here somewhere.
I know where you gonna go with some of that money you found.
The church. You gotta pay your tithes, 10%.
Hey man, hey Jay, give me some words of wisdom, man. Lead the people with something tonight. You got anything for me?
And positive vibes only, man. Like we always say, I touch on it almost every time we do this, man. It's it's all mental. Got to keep that positive vibes, man, and stay studious. Stay studious. No matter how old we get, you can always learn something. Once you it's like who was that? I think Bruce Lee, or somebody was talking about the cup half full or half, empty or whatever. Like if it's all the way full, you can't learn anything else. So the way I operate is my glass is always half empty. I'm ready to, somebody come with something new, man. I ain't turning it down. I'm gonna check into it and put it into the long-term memory if I can. So I'm down to learn from anybody, man.
If you're the smartest man in the room, get out of that room. Absolutely.
Damn, exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Positive vibes, man, and stay studious.
Gotcha. Kelvin, you got anything for us, bro?
Yeah, man. Just to the young people out there, man. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in our world today, man. You got to stay strong. You got to stay positive, man. You got to listen to your mother, listen to your father. You know what I'm saying? Because they done been through some stuff, and just stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Just try to build off of what your mother and your father tells you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the reason why I say that, man, because I didn't have that chance. You know what I'm saying? So I always encourage people to listen to your mother, listen to your father, you know, just stay focused.
Okay, gotcha. Jason, what you got, man?
Life is full of teachable moments. Pay attention to those teachable moments. It's the reaction to them that will determine your growth. You don't, not everything requires your reaction, but those things that do, make sure that you think before you react to something. So many times we get caught up making the wrong choice because we didn't take time to think that through. Make sure that you are of the mindset of, I'm gonna always put my best foot forward to protect not only one, my mental clarity, but for two, you never know who is watching you, and subconsciously through your action, you are raising the youth around you, and they're gonna determine how they act by watching how you act because they look up to you. So always be aware that you're under the microscope for your actions and how you respond to things, especially with raising our future.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hey, man.
I think the one thing I want to say, man, is this goes for the young school, the old school, everybody in between. Be yourself, man. Everybody's not the same. Just because this person is doing something doesn't mean that you have to necessarily live up to their hype. Be yourself, do your own thing. I used to stick to the thing called stay in your own lane, but sometimes, yeah, we can get caught up in, doing some similar things that other people are doing, but do it your way. Do it the way you want to do it. Don't sit up there and just try to copy this person or copy that person because they got it going this way. It may not be for you. God got another plan for you. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, I just want everybody to understand you sent here for a reason. Be yourself. You are your own person. You are somebody. And most importantly, man, you can't get it done without God. That's just the way I see it, and that's the way it should be. And I'm glad you fellas definitely came on tonight, man. We had a good time, chopped it up. We learned some things, dropped some jewels in here. And like I say, man, we can all learn from each other. I've learned some things from y'all tonight, and I hope y'all learn some things from each other too. But we definitely gonna make that. We're gonna get that gym thing going. I'm not playing with y'all either.
Hey, Master Baby's calling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say something. It seems like everybody in here had a similar lifestyle with changing the narrative is everything. The being present as fathers, as men, and stuff like that. I think all four of us have said at some point in time, yeah, we didn't exactly have the greatest example. It's kind of up to us to be present and change the narrative of that. So I commend y'all on being present in y'all children, or if you're doing something in your community, I commend y'all on being present in those young people's lives, because let's face it, they are future. So I appreciate y'all for that.
Well, man, with that being said, man, Kelvin Brown, it was good to have you. Jay Analytical King, Jason Green. Hey, y'all, this is the One Nation Podcast 864. I am Thomas Rooker. Thanks for tuning in to Talk That Talk Thursday. And hopefully we'll see y'all again next Thursday with another segment, man. So with that being said, peace, love, happiness. Y'all be easy. Peace. All right, fellas.
All right, fam.
Hey, nice to meet y'all, man.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, now.